Welcome to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes, and for those of you who watch my channel on a regular basis, you're probably wondering, why does Lou have on a shirt and tie? And you'd be wondering that because I never have a shirt and tie on. Usually I don't need to when I'm shooting these videos, but today I just finished actually interviewing quite a few people this morning and a little bit this afternoon, interviewing some candidates for a job. I was actually doing some helping out of a friend who wanted my assistance as he interviewed some folks. So I thought what I would do today is share with you some of the things that I saw and some of the things that I have seen way too many times. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the 7 secrets, the 7 real world secrets to getting hired when you are over 50. And that, my friends, that's up next. Welcome back to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes. Now, as I said before the break in this video, what I want to do is I'm going to share with you 7 real-world secrets to getting hired when you're over 50. Before I do that, though, I just want to mention that this video is sponsored by Career Fitter. If you follow my channel, you know I'm an advocate. I'm a big believer in career aptitude tests because I know the real good ones, they can help steer you to a career that better fits your skills, your personality, and your interests. I find the Career Fitter Career Aptitude Test is among the very best. I've got a link to their free career aptitude test in the description box of this video. Now, if you take that test and you like it and you think, man, this is really good, I love the information I'm getting, you might want to also take the paid version of their career aptitude test because that dives a lot deeper into your career. It's a very small investment to a potentially big opportunity, to a potentially big career for you. There's a link to the Career Fitter Career Aptitude Test in the description box. Check it out. So now let's get to our video. Let me tell you the 7, what I call the 7 real-world secrets to getting hired when you're over 50. Age-proof your resume. There's a few things you can do to age-proof your resume. Number 1 is don't go back more than 10 years. Certainly don't go back more than 15. That information is usually irrelevant. It's outdated. Don't do that. Another thing is if you've got an AOL or maybe even a Yahoo, like on your email address, like, maybe it would be joe@aol.com. Well, you know what? Get an up-to-date, newer email address because when HR people see that, they know right away when they're looking at it before they even call you and they know this person is older. And you know what? Increase your odds, increase your chances of getting hired. Another thing that I did see, which I was kind of surprised, and I didn't ask about it, but somebody actually came in with a custom email address. It was like Emily@accountingforyou.com or something like that. I remember seeing that, and I thought, wow, that was kind of cool. But you don't have to do that, but certainly you want to look at your resume and you want to age-proof it. You don't want anyone to look at that resume and think, this person is in their 50s, 60s, or 70s. No, you know what you're going to do? My recommendation is age-proof it. Keep it current, keep it up to date, and make it relevant. Customize your resume for every single job that you apply for. And I know sometimes if you are a person out there, if you're one of those folks who are applying every day and you've got seems like hundreds and hundreds of resumes out, it may be hard. You may be thinking, you know what, man, I don't need to do this. I'm just going to go ahead and send my resume out and send out a dozen, 2 dozen, whatever it is every single day. And you know what, it's just too much for you to go ahead and customize that resume for every job. But it's pretty obvious when a person sends in a resume and they come in for the interview, it's pretty obvious that they were just basically just mailing it in, literally mailing it in. They weren't serious about the job. Many times, and I was surprised today that I even saw somebody who actually got through the filter system that this person had, this company had, but they got through, came in for the interview, and it was just like, well, they didn't even customize it. They got through, and they got through only because they had some really great credentials. Also, when you're sending out a resume, what I recommend that you do is be sure that you use a lot of, or pay attention to the keywords that are in the posting, and make sure you include those keywords in your resume. Customize your resume, include the keywords. Those are very important tips. Network. Research shows that 80% of jobs are landed via networking. Networking is a great way for you to find a job. If you network appropriately, if you network all the time, well, you know what, that's going to help you, because when you go in for an interview, that person already knows you. They invited you to come in. They've already spoken to whoever referred you. They know all about you. All they're coming to see, or all they want to see, is, can this person fit? Can this person fit here in my company? Networking is critical. It's the best way to land a job. Please network. Practice the interview questions. There are just approximately 8 standard, what I call standard interview questions that are going to be asked. They're going to be asked just pretty much at any interview. One of them is, tell me about yourself. Well, you know what? Practice the answer. Don't go in there thinking, well, you know what? I don't need to practice it. I'm over 50. I'm over 60. I know how to answer these questions. I've been through it so many times. You know what? Make sure you practice it so you come in and you're so smooth. And when you talk to that person, that interviewer, you come across as a person who's confident. You're not flubbing those questions, the answers of the questions. So yes, practice your interview questions. And even if you've done it 10 times, do it another 10 times. Be good at it. Be great at answering those interview questions. Look good. You know, you don't need to try to look younger. You don't need to look younger at all. You are your age, and there's not going to be any hiding of that. And why bother? Just go in there and look good. You know, dress nicely. Make sure that your clothes are appropriate for that job. You can find out what other people are wearing, what people wear at that job, just by going ahead and looking at their website, and you can see what they wear, and then maybe for the interview, you ratchet it up a little bit. But don't go in there desperate, so I'm just going to go in for this job, and I'm not going to worry too much about how I look. Chances are they're not going to want you unless you go in there and you look good, you look appropriate, and you look serious. Take references. Yeah, now sure, you have already probably anyway, if you filled out an application, you probably already listed a few references. But what I found over the years, and I've hired hundreds and hundreds of folks at my companies, what I found is that people that really impressed me, they walked into that interview, and before they sat down, they handed me a piece of paper that listed 2 or 3 or 4 references, and they said, hey, Lou, these are some references that I have. You may want to contact them if you have any questions about my work ethic or about my knowledge and my experience. So here is a list of folks that I've worked with, and that always impressed me. So my thoughts are, if you're going into an interview and you are older, everything that you can use to persuade that person that you're the best candidate for the job you want to do. So take in a list of your current, and I mean current references. Research the company before you walk in the door for the interview. And you may be thinking, you know, Lou, I've already heard this. I know this is true. Is this really one of those real world secrets? Well, yes, it really is a real world secret, because there are plenty of folks who are going into an interview and they've maybe done 10 interviews that month, maybe more, maybe even a little bit less, but they've done a lot of interviews and they just don't put the work into understanding what that company does, and they don't put the work into understanding even what the competitors are doing. One great way to impress that HR person or that hiring manager is to know about the company. And when you are talking to them during the interview, you mention a few things that you know, so that they know that you are serious about the job. I firmly believe that if you do the 7 things that I have already mentioned, this includes researching the company, I firmly believe your chances of getting that job, of landing that position, are a lot greater. But this last one, number 7, researching the company and its competitors, yeah, this is important. I suggest you do it. Whatever time it takes, if it takes a little bit extra time to make a better, big impression, go ahead and do it. Well, there you go, my friends. I've just given you 7 what I call real-world secrets to getting hired when you are over 50. And I call them real-world secrets because these secrets are what folks like me know to be true. People like me who actually have done a lot of hiring. It's not secrets that you're getting from a friend who says, hey, you know what, if you try this trick, if you do this, that's going to help you to get the job. No, I've hired hundreds and hundreds of people over the years at my companies. I've actually turned down even, I'd say 10 times more than that. 10 times at least more than that, because those folks didn't follow what I call, as I said, the real world secrets. They didn't understand what it really takes to find a position to land that great job. So consider my 7 real world secrets to getting hired when you're over 50. I will tell you, as I said in number 7, this will increase the odds of your getting hired. So that's all I got for you. I will say this though, one more thing is, don't forget I do have my a link to the free Career Fitter Career Aptitude Test. That's in the description box. I also have a link to my 5-sentence cover letter. It's a cover letter that I say hiring managers can't resist. You can check out that link in the description box. It's free. Just click on it. You'll see the PDF version. It's about 4, maybe 5 sentences, but it does work. It's simple. It's effective. Consider using it next time you're going to go ahead and send out your resume. That's all I got for you, as I said. And as I always say, have a great day, everybody.